What's up, Mario Karters and Frenzy fans? Welcome to a new episode. I know this might be a little bit confusing. I know that today the Sydney Tour started, and we're looking at a picture of the Ninja Tour. Don't worry, in this episode we will get to the Points Predictor Calculator. We'll talk about the races in ranked and what tickets might be beneficial to help us score high in ranked. But I just kind of wanted to go over the Ninja Tour. It was an amazing tour. I had so much fun. The Ninja Hideaway tracks were just a treat. Just amazing. All the detail and work that the Mario Kart developers put into making the courses the way they were. I don't know. The way that my loadouts were, I was able to be super competitive. It was a tour of firsts for sure. So I started playing the game. My wife and I started playing the game about a year ago in April 2020, right about when COVID started hitting. And it's been something that we've played pretty much every day for the entire year. And I don't know. After this year mark, it's just been kind of fun with this particular tour. We'll see here. So I ended up maxing out the Common Trinity and getting Dry Bowser to level 7. So hopefully I'll start getting high-end tickets in the daily selects. That was kind of a big milestone for me and my wife. I ended up maxing out my player level to 150 last night, so right before the Ninja Tour ended. Also, last tour I pulled over 250 pipes. That special pipe was pretty cool. I just kept on pulling and pulling and pulling, trying to get as many Gold King Bob-ombs as possible, and I went pretty deep into the pipe to get Ninja Shy Guy, so I hope that ends up paying off. It was the first time I've spent over 100 tickets in one tour to level stuff up, which totally paid off because it was the first time I got over 100,000 points in ranked. It was different than my normal week where I just try and, usually I try and get just barely enough points to get into first, thinking that if I'm in someone else's ranked, I don't need to get an unnecessary amount of points to try and help them also get first. But not this last tour. I was all in to try and get as many points as possible, which I did. It was the first time ever that I've got over 1 million points in a tour, which lands me. This is going to be my very first all-cup ranking that I've ever broken top 1,000. It just blows my mind. It's going to be so cool. I'm looking forward to that badge. I think it will come available either tomorrow or the next day. But then I think the thing that totally is the cherry on top, I got my first 50,000 point race. It was so cool. I posted a video a couple of days ago, and I don't know. I was really wanting to get to that milestone, and it totally happened. So I want to take a little bit of time just to kind of show how much of a feat this was, and I guess how cool I think it is. Taking a look today at some of the YouTubers that are going through their ranked, or at least with their friends. So you got Carlos here. Of course, he's one of the top players in the game. In and out every tour. And all his friends are scoring tons of points. So the guy that got first among his friends, this guy last tour for his RMX Rainbow Road 2T, he got 47,000 points. Studfit, shout out to Studfit, he got 50,000 points as well. I'm sure he's probably gotten over 50,000 in other courses, but he got 50,700. John Boy 88, 48,000. This Andrew guy, 47,900. Roygo, 48,700. Anki, 43,500. And then Carlos himself, got 43,700. He said himself that he, wasn't grinding for like top 10 this tour. Completely understandable. But even so, like with his loadout, he had a 677 loadout, and everything's just single uncapped. So I don't know if he was going for like top 10, he probably would have leveled some things up, and who knows, he probably would have gotten over the 50,000. But so there's another YouTuber, Go Shiny Hunter, I think, a guy from England. He posted this morning some of his friends. This guy got 51,800. And then Jeeves 2424, 49,565. And I got that 52,010 points, that run. I couldn't believe it. So, looking at all these YouTubers, and, when I posted the video of the run, I titled the video, is this a world record? And posted it in Reddit, and, got some feedback. Taking a look at the top 5 players. So this was as of this morning, I think, which reports all the scores from, I think, yesterday at 8 a.m. Eastern. You got these top 5, so you got Zephyl 810, Calm Truce, and I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name in Japanese or Chinese. Then we got Gamer Amy, and then Kronos. So Zephyl 810, he posted his video on the course, and he got 49,000. From some YouTubers, Calm Truce looks like he got 49,000, so he's second overall. Aimer Gamey, she got 46,000. And then there's this Kronos guy who's number 5 overall. And someone posted this picture in my Reddit post saying that they were friends with Kronos, and I guess they've got a Discord where they share screenshots. So apparently this Kronos guy got 226 actions. We're not sure what frenzies he had or if he dropped combo. But he got 52,180, which is 170 points more than my score. So anyway, I was close, and who knows if, some of these other players that I haven't been able to see what their loadouts are and scores, and they've completely kicked both of our trashes. But very, very close, very, very entertaining. I want to, real quick, use the Mario Kart Tour race score predictor to kind of show or illustrate the difference in loadout and the points that I got. So here we have, I was at player level 149, and originally I predicted to get 160 actions at 68 bonus points per action. My loadout was 677 at double and triple uncapped. So I anticipated getting about 42,400 points. However, on my run, I got 222 actions, and with the bonus points that I earned, and you divide it by the actions, I ended up getting 66.395, I believe. Yeah, okay. So that gets me to that 52,010. So if I were to have had the tickets to be able to get Gold King Babam up to level 7, I would have gotten 54,390 just off of that same run, and just putting up King Babam Gold up one more level. Then I would have been the definitive, at least as far as I know, highest score for Rainbow Road 2T. So anyway, it was fun. If you haven't checked out the video with the run, you should go check it out. It's just in our list of videos. That was pretty cool. It's pretty amazing actually going through it. My heart was pounding like crazy, but totally fun. So coming back over here, yeah, so for the tour, like I said, I got over 1,000,000 points, so 1,063,000. And as of yesterday, okay, so this morning they posted my score as of yesterday at 8 a.m., which was 1,038,000. I was in place 372. Now, if we were to take that 1,063,000 that I finished with, but based on the scores from the previous day at 8, that would put me somewhere around 266, 267. So tomorrow or the next day, whenever they end up posting the final score, I wonder if I'll be able to get top 300. So we'll have to see. But like I said, the Ninja Tour, way cool, half birthday, very, very enjoyable. Spent a lot of time, spent a lot of tickets, spent a little bit of money, but totally worth it. And now we can move on to the Australian Sydney tour. And I don't know, it's I've played the Sydney Sprint a couple of times now, and it's just completely different than the Ninja Hideaway. It's a long course, which is good, but at least just the normal race, it's a little bit on the boring side. Gorgeous scenery. I haven't ever been to Sydney, so I don't know what to compare it to. I really want to go. It's kind of one of my bucket list places that I'd love to visit, but I don't know. The course, maybe the trick course and the reverse course are going to be a little more interesting, but there are some times where you just go for, you're either turning and slamming into walls just to try and keep combo, or you go long periods without performing an action, which is just kind of frustrating. But what we'll go ahead and do, like I promised, we will take a look at the calculator as well as Mario Kart here, and we're gonna go through and kind of look at the loadouts and see what our predicted actions and bonus points per action with our current loadouts are, and then check our competition and see if we need to spend any tickets. So I don't know how many of you have this top shelf with Shy Guy Gold, or maybe one of these other drivers, but so it looks like we got Cat Toad, or what is this, Fire Rosalina, or Mario Racing. It's a pretty hard top shelf. Fortunately, I was able to get Gold Shy Guy. So he's at level 4 here. You can just click on the cell, and then it pulls up the list of the different levels. So you click on 4. He's got base points of 980. Lucked out with a cart here, pulling for White Yoshi. Inadvertently got White Turbo Yoshi, which I'm totally grateful for. But how many of us are here? Goodness gracious. Been playing for a year and still getting new courses where there's no top shelf glider. Fortunately, this guy, a weird move by Nintendo, he's one of the 3 spotlights in the first week's pipe, but also in the premium challenge. If you just pay $5, you can also get him. So this is totally worth it if you're into looking at the calculator and figuring out the bonus points per action. Gonna go into this. Actually, I guess we could go into it now. So last tour on the Ninja Hideaway T course, I didn't have a top shelf glider, and was grinding on the course and noticed that in one instance of the Hideaway Ninja T course, okay, so I didn't have the top shelf glider, and there was another instance where I think it was like the second course in the cup, and because of that, the Ninja Scroll glider, which I did have, it all of a sudden popped up into the top shelf. So I was looking at my bonus points per action, and for all of the frenzies and coins that I was getting in the race that didn't have a top shelf glider. I was only getting, I think, like 47 points for a coin and like 37 points for frenzy action. Whereas in the other race, I was getting 56 points for a coin and like 47 points for a frenzy action. And I had completely forgotten that one of the aspects of having a top shelf glider is that, okay, so the way that the point system goes is for every combo that you complete, if you only have a bottom shelf glider, you only get 1 point added on to each successfully strung combo, and it maxes out at 15 points. So if you have 2 combos, it'll add a point to the third combo, and then once you get the fourth combo, it'll add another point all the way up to 16, at which point it just keeps on adding just that same 15 points to every action. If you have a middle shelf glider, it then adds 2 points to every action that you successfully string in combos. And if you have a top shelf, it adds 3 points for everyone. So that's where there was this 15-point discrepancy for every frenzy action and coin that I was getting between the 2 different races. Was even though my glider was a level 1 glider on the top shelf, I was getting, in a non-stop combo run, I was getting 15 more points for every action throughout the entire race. So, coming back now here to the Sydney Sprint, as I was racing it today, I was noticing I was only getting about 32 bonus points per action. First of all, super hard to keep combo, but there were a couple of times where I did amass, get over the 16 combos in a row, or actions in a row for a combo. But only having a second shelf glider, I'm missing out on 15 points per action. So, I anticipate that if I weren't to get this guy in the pipe or buy him in the premium challenge, I estimate getting about 32 bonus points per action. However, if I do end up getting him, which I plan on doing, we're going to put him at about 48 points. So we can see here there's about 2,000 more points. So just something to keep in mind, that when you're looking at the value of gliders, top shelf, middle shelf, bottom shelf, just realize that for courses that you're able to string together long combos, if you're missing that top shelf, you're missing 15 points per action. If you have nothing on the top or middle shelf, you're missing a potential of 30 points per action, which can add up if you have 100, 150, 200 actions. So just keep that in mind. But this will also help you too if with your bonus points per action prediction. If you don't have a top shelf glider, that number is going to be about 15 points lower than if you do have a top shelf glider. All right, so now coming back over to Mario Circuit 3. Alright, so again, player level is 150. I've played this course before and have recorded some good runs. I think about 160 actions is probably good for a double frenzy. If you get a triple frenzy, you might be able to add another 15, so like 175 actions. And it's one of those just flat, kind of uninteresting courses. So I'd anticipate only getting about 58 bonus points per action. Here, going to be using Peach Vacation, so she's at level 6 and 1190. And then probably use the Pink Wing here. It's 1 ticket away from level 4, but I'm not sure if I'm going to spend any tickets this tour. So level 3 and 490. And then got a top shelf glider here. So we've got the star chute at level 5 and 490. So with the calculator crunching all the numbers, looks like we'll get about 31,600 with the current loadout. Then going over to Koopa Troopa Beach 2T. Now thank goodness that in the second pipe, Rosalina swimwear is going to be a spotlight, because this Koopa Troopa Beach 2T, as you can see right here on the top, she's normally a middle shelf driver for it, but because she's in the pipe as a spotlight, and it's the third course, I guess, she pops up here to top shelf. So instead of having to use Ice Mario, we get to use a coin box driver. So that's going to impact how many actions that we're going to get. I think this 140 actions was actually with Ice Mario. So due to the fact that we're going to be using a coin boxer, I'm going to anticipate getting about 30 more points. So we're going to say 170. And this one's fairly easy to keep combo on. And we got, actually let's get there. Since we do have top shelf glider, we can anticipate getting about 64 bonus points per action. So carts, light blue turbo Birdo, level 6, double uncapped. And probably gonna go with the butterfly sunset at level 4 and 490. So with that, we're gonna be able to predict about 29, maybe 30,000 points. So if we come over here to the final screen where we sum up all of our predictions, looks like we can anticipate getting about 78,000 with the current loadout. And moment of truth, we're going to see what the competition looks like. Looks like 65,000, so not too bad. Yeah, looks like they're going to be using some coin boxers, and they'll probably be able to increase their scores by a good margin. So we'll just kind of have to see how it pans out for the week. But I don't anticipate needing to use any tickets, so we'll just have to see. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and take a look at the description. In the description, there's a link to this Mario Kart Tour race score predictor. It's the last link in the description. You'll have to make a copy of the Google Sheets and store it locally on your device in order to be able to change all of the fields and cells to have it work for you. Also, you can check out, I filled out another double, triple, and quadruple feature. I didn't go into a whole lot of detail of that today, but if you go to the link, you'll be able to see all the different items that are useful in at least 2 or 3 and maybe even 4 different courses. So leave a note in the comments if you have any questions about either the predictor calculator or the double, triple, quadruple features. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to hear every tour how to use the calculator and what anticipated actions and bonus points per action that you can use for your races. So thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon. Until then, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.